Careful Carping episode 26 today, and we're finally back down the Club Lake. I haven't been here since June last year, so it's been quite a long time now, 10 months, because it's now Wednesday, the 3rd of April. So a good 10 months since I've been last down here. With a newborn last year, it really knocked my time for doing nights and whatnot out, so I couldn't get down here nowhere near as much as I want. So hopefully this year I'm going to get down here as much. The close season on here is the end of April till June 16th, so being the start of April I needed to get down here as soon as I could, really, because I've got 2 nights planned for the end of April, so I can't do down here then. And with the weather been doing what it's been doing over the last month, it's just been atrocious, so I managed to sneak in now and get a quick 24-hour in. Weather still crap. We had a frost last night and the night before that, and on the weekend just gone, I think it was Saturday, half the lake here was frozen. Luckily I've come here this morning, 2 aerators are on, the whole lake's unfrozen, and there's not that much wind on it. I am fishing on the back of the wind that is on here, and I found 2 nice spots which I'm out fishing on. I thought instead of rushing like I normally do when I get to a session, which I think hinders my chances of catching, which I think is what's caused me problems over the last few months, I took a good walk around this lake this morning to try and find some fish. Seen a couple of fish topping around, crashing out, mainly bream and roach. I think the pike are active and chasing them, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a carp roll, so I've obviously got one rod and where I've seen that carp roll. I did see the ideal swim I wanted to be in. It's the corner swim with a nice willow in front of it, but fortunately the wall behind it seems to be rotting away, and there's a blue rope going across that, so if I wanted to fish on the other side of the blue rope it would have been a right squeeze to get in the swim. So I decided to come over the other side of the lake onto the point. It's the most demanding and controlling swim on the lake, so you've got a whole view of the lake in front of you. I can get my rods to where I wanted to get them to, where I could have from the corner, but I can see all of the lake here, so if I want to move on to showing fish, then I can go do that. Although I feel like I'll be on them here in the deeper water where the aerators are, and there's loads of activity going on in front of me today. Plenty of roach and bream hopping about, so I'm pretty sure if someone come down here with some maggots to be able to bag it up. But I'm here for the carp, and it will be a struggle. It's going to be alright again today. Yesterday was a lovely day, it got to about 8 degrees, really sunny, and I'm hoping for the same today. But in the night it is dropping again, and we had another frost last night. So when I got here this morning it was nice and white, although no ice, so it was a bonus. The only problem I have got is the point swim is all the way over the other side of the lake, away from the car park, and I didn't bring a barrow with me because the pathway is so tight, so it took about 5 trips to and from the car to get everything here. But we're finally here, we're fishing. It took me about an hour and a half to get everything here, walk around, find the fish and get fishing, but I'm all comfortable and I've got 24 hours of relaxing. Bivvy's not up yet, thought I'd sit down, have a cup of tea and I'll get the bivvy up. Watching the water now, which is right behind the camera, seen plenty of fish moving around. I'm happy where the baits are. Just going to put a sprinkling, like 10 boilies over each rod maybe, and I'll sit back and see how it progresses. So instead of me waffling on some more, I'm going to carry on watching the water, get the house up, and I'll be back to you in a bit with an update. Oh, then here we go. Finally caught a carp out of the little pit. Unfortunately it's not one of the originals, it's one of the stockies at just over £5, but it's a lovely, near enough fully scale mirror, really pretty fish. As I said in my last video, they've stocked about another 30 carp in here, and I'm pretty sure this is probably one of them. Cracking mirror though, and if this goes on to put on any more weight, what a stunner it will be, about 15–16 pound. Very happy with this first carp, and I'm made up, completely made up. Just gonna slip her back. There we go then. Couldn't actually believe it when I was sitting outside having a cup of tea, just watching right next to the rods, and the left hand rod is just tearing off. A couple of bleaks and I'm fishing slack lines, and all of a sudden the bobbin just pulled tight and just let line come off the reel. I've had 2 very vicious liners, so I was a bit optimistic of striking it, but as soon as the line was peeling off the reel, I knew to lift into it. I knew pretty much straight away it wasn't a big one, so I thought it was going to be one of the stockies. But I really couldn't give a crap. So happy to finally catch one out of here. Took that on a combi rig. I knew I needed to fish combi rigs on here. I just thought it'd be the best way to go on a snowman style, and that was the same bait that I've been using on Kingsbury Water Park Pine Pool. So all of a sudden I've got a newfound confidence in that again. It only takes 1 fish and you get your confidence back, and that's what I've just got. 15mm PP60 with a 12mm, which was 15mm, and then bottom bait, and then the 12mm pop-up and buric acid and pineapple. And it might have only been £5.5, but I'm very happy. Chuffed with that. So I'm going to get the rod back out there and try again. That's where I've seen the fish crashing this morning, and pretty much where I've seen one of the carp, so thought they might be up there, right up against a willow tree in the far corner. And yeah, very happy. I put about a handful of boilies over there, so about 20 boilies, something like that, just see what happens, and the rod's gone. So I'm going to get the rod back out on that spot and see if we can get another one today. But if I don't catch any more in this session, I don't really care. The time's now 11:20, and it's really, they can't ever play by the rules, do they? It's not bite time and they start biting now, but well, might as well take you through that rig that I just caught that carp on, just to show what I've been using and what I'll be using throughout the rest of the season. I did go with the combi rig approach. I have been thinking about how to approach this water through most of the winter, ready for the forthcoming season. And something's just been niggling in my head to get a combi rig out there. So I decided to go today with one combi rig, one PVA bag, try them out and see if either will play up. And it turns out the combi rig was the one that went off. So pretty happy with that, and I'll just take you to the rig now. Right then, well hopefully you can see this well enough on the camera. I will put it close to the camera lens in a minute. But as you can see just here, again, a yellow pineapple and emburic acid pop-up 12mm hinders to a 15mm bottom bait, PP60 by Pyramid Baits. Again, to a size 8 garden mugger. Just love them hooks with a curved shank with a bit of silicone tubing right on the point. Then we've got about an inch and a half here of stripped back coated braid running all the way through to the hair. And then I'll bring it closer now. We've got some, we use the join, the fluorocarbon just here on this one side, and obviously the stripped back coated braid there. We've got an Albright knot under here, the putty, but I thought I'd just cover it with some putty just to pin it down, and then that's what's done the job. I've got about 6 inches, 7 inches of fluorocarbon, nice big boom, and this goes onto a leg clip exactly like you've seen on the Kingswood Water Park rig, but instead of using the flat pair 1 ounce, I've got 1 ounce distant leg just to get the bit of distance that I need. And to go with this, it's just a small bag of mesh which is full of 2mm little gem pellets on hinders. Great little rig, and I think I'm using this a lot more on this lake and in the non-weedier lakes that I use. I thought I'd best give it a try. I can't see why it wouldn't work, and it's obviously proven itself today, and it's shot off and caught me that first carp out of it, which I'm very happy about. Well, it's just gone 4 o'clock now in the afternoon, and nothing's really happened since. The weather, well, the temperature's dropped a little bit since. It's got a lot colder, but the wind's also picked up a bit more, and it's thrashing right into me now. I'm still fishing on the back of the wind when my rods are positioned, and been no action since that carp out this morning, but as I said, if I don't catch any more, then I won't really care. I'm still happy with that one fish. Although it's very small, it's still a start on this water. After 80 odd hours last season with no fish, like one bream, no carp, I'm happy to come here on the first day this season to have one after 4 hours. So it's always nice to have one, even though it was small. I can always start and then start building up the sizes, hopefully, as they get bigger and my catches start to come in more. So I'm going to flick a bit more bait out now and probably recast the rods in a couple of hours and see how that pays off. As most of you know anyway, I'm quite into my coarse fishing as well as my carp fishing, and I've been doing it since the age of 7, somewhat 15 years ago now. And I do enjoy going out on the pole with my dad, and I had my first opportunity 2 days ago on the Monday, because I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday booked off work because of my birthday yesterday. So me and my dad popped off to Barston lakes and we fished their small match ball at the top. We had relatively good success on there last year, so we thought, since the weather's really cold and it's our first time out on the pole this year, we want to go somewhere and just want to get a few runs, well, tugs on the float. So we was hoping to get a few skimmers and whatnot, but we turned out to have a much better day than we hoped. I finished with 22 fish in total, but Dad finished with 18, mainly carp. We both expected to catch a load of skimmers and roach, but there was mainly, well, I say carp, F1s, with the occasional ghosty mirror cropping up, where my dad had a lovely 6 pound 4 ounce ghosty. We was fishing our usual tactics, just a small 4 or 6mm jelly pellet directly on the hook, fishing the hinders little gems over the top, and it was a really good day. And I've never actually filmed myself on the pole before, because I thought it'd be always awkward trying to film and be on the pole. But I thought, stuff it, I took my camera with me this time, and I've done some filming and got some good footage, so I'm going to leave you with that footage now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little compilation then that I just made, and if you could leave a comment in the box below whether you enjoy them sort of videos, and I'll try and make more pole fishing videos this year if I possibly can. It's something else I really enjoy doing, but as I say, I find it pretty difficult to do, filming and use a pole at the same time, but I'm going to give it a go if everyone would like to see them. If not, then just let me know and I'll just stick to making these carping videos. It's been quite clear to see the lights pretty much faded off now. I can still see out across the lake, but inside of the bivvy it's pitch black with the overwrap on. It's nearly 8 o'clock now of an evening, and it's pretty chilly. The wind dropped off about 2 hours ago, and it's made it a lot more bearable to sit outside in, but now as the lights pretty much faded off, the chill's coming in, so I'll be getting down to my jogger soon and jumping in the sleeping bag and staying nice and warm. I've done the nighttime casts, put a bit more bait over the top just to make sure it's going to be a bit there for the night, and hopefully we'll have one in the night. I'm not feeling too confident of having one in the night, but you never know. It's going to be a pretty chilly night, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get another frost tonight. So if one's going to come out, then I get another bite. I reckon it'll be morning time if I get another chance of catching one. As I said earlier, I'm not really bothered if I don't catch one. It'd be nice, but I've already had one this session, so I'm happy with that, and we'll have to see how the session progresses. So I'm just going to get ready now, go over and make myself another cup of tea, get into the sleeping bag, and I'll either see you in the night with the carp or I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. As you can clearly see, we had no action in the night, which is quite fortunate really, because it's been a very bitterly cold night. I've been freezing inside my sleeping bag considering I've got an overlay on it. Probably a bad idea to leave the door open because the wind swung around in the night and started raging back into the bivvy, so it's left me very cold. So I was quite thankful not to get out of the bivvy and do anything with it. It's about 8:30 now, and I've got a couple of hours left. So I've got to get off to work this afternoon, so going to get home, have some lunch, and say hello to the missus, I suppose, before I have to get off to work. So we'll have to see if anything develops, and if not, I'll do a final outtake piece in a bit, and hopefully I'll see you with another carp, but it's not looking great. It's a lot colder out there, and it's even starting to snow again. It's only a little drift. I can't imagine it's settling or getting any heavier, but it's a lot milder and colder today. No sun is showing any signs of coming out yet, and again, we had another frost last night, so it is another cold day, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll catch you in a bit. Well, sadly, that's it for my session now. Everything's packed away apart from the rods, just got them lying on the floor for a last ditch attempt at another carp. I'm not too bothered again if I don't catch, but he'll be coming in a couple of minutes, so you never know. I'm still extremely happy that one carp I had yesterday, although it is definitely one of the new stockers that I was put in a couple of months ago. He was very happy, well, I was very happy to see on the bank, see how pretty they are and watch them grow as the years go on. It'd be nice to trace them and see how much weight they stack on year by year and watch them get bigger with all them lovely big scales. It's good to actually have another carp, because it's been since October when I was down Drayton Reservoir since I managed to actually catch a carp and carping techniques. So we've had a very blank winter, and hopefully this can improve my catch rate now, and I'll watch it as the weather gets nicer and better, so my catches and they'll become more frequent. So if I'll see you next time on the bank. Next time I'll be on the bank will be Kingswood Water Park again, I believe, in 2 weeks. That's where I'm planning to be out next, unless I can get another session any earlier, but it's doubtful. Yeah, so if you like the video, please press the like button, leave a comment, and if you're not already, please subscribe to see any more further videos. So until next time, take care.